In this episode of SolidWorks for Creo Parametric users, we are going to take a look at a couple more options for creating lofts. And in the first example, we're going to take a look at how you can use curved or non-planar faces as the profiles for a loft. In a previous video, I showed how to use the split line command, which is available from insert and then the curve flyout. And the split line command allows you to break up a face into multiple faces. And those faces that you break up can be curved or non-planar. Let me take a look at this model. And so in the previous video, I created some faces on these different features, and I am going to use them as the profiles now. So let's go to the lofted boss base command. And then here we have the field for selecting our different profiles. I will start out by selecting this face from the middle of the model. And then for my second profile, I'm going to use this sketch. And I can see that it is currently highlighting the vertex at the lower right. So I'm going to sort of pick near there just to make sure that I get my vertices, my different connectors to line up. So that is good. Let me rotate the model. I'm going to grab the other face from the sphere, and I'm also clicking right near the corresponding corner. So there we can see a preview of the feature that would end up being created. And I'm going to turn off one option just so you can see the net result a little bit clearer. If I go to the options area, here we have the option to merge the result. I don't want to merge this new loft with the existing body, so I will uncheck that. Then I will hit the check mark. And if we take a look in our feature list, our design tree, we can see that we have three different bodies, and I'm going to hide two of them. Let's select that one and that one and hide it. And here you can see that this surface is clearly curved as a result of using that face for the loft. In our second example, we are going to create a loft, once again with a non-planar face, but we're also going to use a guide curve. And like the name sounds, it is a curve that is going to guide the different vertices or edges of our profiles. In another video, I showed how to use a center line in a loft. And the difference is that with the center line, it's going to be the center of the loft, but with a guide curve, it is going to connect the different profiles together. So anyhow, let's start off by creating a sketch that we want to use for our guide curve. I will select the plane called top and then hit the sketch button. And let's create a line, and I'm going to make the line just right about over here, and let's see where it's horizontal. There we go. I'm going to drag it out a distance, and let's hit the escape key. And so with this line, I'm going to start out by adding in a relation. Let's go to the drop-down list and choose add relation. I'm going to pick the end of this line and then one of the edges from the profile so I can add in a pierce relation. So be aware that you might want to use different pierce relations as part of your guide curve and lock it into one of your profiles. Let me change one other dimension in here, and I'm going to make this a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to sketch a bunch of different entities, and then we will come back when I am done. All right, my sketch is created for my guide curve, and for my next profile, I need a plane. So let's go to the Insert drop-down menu and then Reference Geometry Plane, and let's select this endpoint as our first reference. Let me go back and turn on my primary planes for a second. I'll grab this plane as the second reference. Everything is fully defined, so we can hit the check mark. Let me turn off those planes once more. And with that new plane still selected, I will hold down the right mouse button to create a sketch. And let's create a polygon. And so I will start it about over here. And let's see, let's change it to 6 sides. And what else do I want? Let's adjust the size here a little bit, 120. All right, and so now I need to add in some other different relations. And so let's go into add relation, and I'm going to make this line vertical. And also with that line selected, let's select this endpoint. And let's get this line. And let's choose midpoint. And then hit the check mark for that relation. Let's throw in a dimension for the size of our polygon. Everything is in black, so let's hit our check marks to complete out of our sketch. And now let's try making our loft. Let's go to the lofted boss base feature, and I will select this face that I want to use. And then for my second profile, I will select the other sketch. You can see how our lofted boss base is going straight from the first face to the sketch that I selected. But here we have the field where we can add in a guide curve. And so I will click in there and then select on the curve that I want to use. Here we can see a preview of the feature. And be aware that there is a drop-down list with some different choices like to next guide, to next sharp, to next edge, and global. I'm going to hit the check mark, and there you can see a preview of our lofted boss base feature that is being created from our curved, our non-planar face to our sketch using a guide curve.